Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going to be working on something that I previously made. These pockets, they are made by 8.5 by 11 with 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. But instead of using paper today, I was thinking about using vellum to make clear pockets. Now the first one I'm going to make is with the clear vellum, but then I've gone and printed some. Had a little bit of ink error, but that'll be in the back. Printed some. Let me put this on a white sheet of paper. You see it a little bit better. There we go. Anytime. There we go. So I printed these on vellum. So I got sunflower. I got this one with some words and flowers. I've got this kind of window, and then this from my honeybee journal. So we're going to start with the plain one, because if it doesn't work, then I don't ruin my other sheets, but I figured it has to be able to work. So now just to remember how I did them. All right, so we're going to take the 8.5 by 11 and we're going to fold it into itself just so it overlaps just a little bit so we can glue it together and try to get it straight. And what do I got here? I think I want about 5-inch pockets, so maybe I'm gonna fold it a little bit more. There we go. Now the hard part about folding vellum is once you fold it, it does get that lovely crease line in there, so you don't want to keep folding it and folding it wrong, because then you're going to have tons of crease lines that you don't want. Okay, all right, so once you got the sides, the next step is we're going to fold the bottom up about 1/2 inch. And you could use a ruler if you want, or a bigger scissors, or scoreboard. I do not want to. All right, so for the bottom, we're gonna just kind of cut inside that line a little bit, and cut inside that line a little bit, and get rid of that. Well, that was a lot actually, but it'll be okay. All right, we just want to cut inside a little bit. Rid of that angle, and then cut inside of here. Okay. All right. So that's how the bottom's going to go, up like that. And we can also use our handy dandy little pinking shears, since it's a bag, to give it a little bit of a ruffled edge. I am just gonna kiss the bottom here. Oh, well, that's kind of a crazy looking bottom, but it'll do. All right, so for the top, all right, what we need to do is we need to fold it down about the same as we did at the bottom, but then we're going to fold it down one more time. All right, so scissors. We are going to cut straight down here for this. This middle one is going to get folded down into itself to make the top. Now we can fold it down to make it a little stronger. These sides, we're only going to cut the top layer off. This thing really likes to stay up, doesn't it? Cut the top layer off. And that is going to become the back flap, I guess you would call it. So I'm going to go back through and straighten that if I want, which I probably will when we're done. All right, so for gluing, I'm going to use, let's see if this works. I need a glue sheet. I need a glue sheet. All right. Now, the vellum I have, and I don't know if it's every vellum, it likes to curl up on itself when it gets wet. So we got to make sure that when I glue it, make sure it gets stuck down. It was interesting when I was printing the printed sheets on there. It was really rolling out of the printer because it was wet. So I had to kind of hold it delicately and make sure it dried properly. All right, so we're gonna put a little glue this way. We're gonna put a little glue right on the edge here. And I probably should be using the, if I could see it a little bit better. A little glue on the, oh, wrong side. Shoot, 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 shoot. I glued that on the inside, it'll stick to the inside of the bag. I want to glue on that side. But as I was saying, I probably should be using the, what do you call it, glue? My wet glue, so that I could see where the glue is. But I think we're gonna be okay. Now that my faux pas is done, make sure it's not, yeah, it's not stuck on the inside. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna glue the bottom up. All right. And for the top flap, I'm just gonna curve it in a little. And we'll do the same with the, make a little bag. Try not to be as crazy as the last one. And it's getting crazy. There we go. Okay. Now we can put a little, what do you call it? Thumb hole in this bag if we want to. And there we go. A nice clear bag to use in a journal, kind of like a homemade glassine bag. Too bad my angles are just a little bit wrong. That's a little better. Not really, but a little better. Okay. Close enough, as they say. Okay, well, since I've done it with this and I know it works, we can travel on to the pretty ones. Okay, yay. All right, so let's try this one. Now, I was thinking, I wonder if I should, I probably don't have to cut that white off. I don't think so. All right, so I want that more in the front, so I'm gonna fold it there, and then I'm gonna fold it so it gets to the 5-inch mark, which is right about there. Just to make sure my picture is good. I probably could have shifted it a little bit, but that'll work. All right, and it looks like I do want to cut off that white line. So, let's see, is it tall enough to go in here? We'll just cut off the bottom and top too. And when I fold it up, I'll have to see it. So let's cut that off, and let's cut that off. Okay. Yeah, that looks much nicer. Yeah, much nicer. Okay, this is gonna be pretty. All right, so we're gonna start with the bottom. Fold it up the about 1 inch to make the bottom. Vellum really does have a mind of its own. When it folds, it folds. All right, so we're gonna cut just inside of there and cut. Oh, didn't cut far enough. Go. And so for the top, fold down. And one more fold. Okay. Boy, when this vellum folds, it really likes to fold. Okay, so we're going to cut all the way down. In there, follow the line. Okay, and then we're just going to cut the top step off that side. Cut the top step off of that side. Okay. Now I think in the original video I think I just folded those down. But I think if you fold them down, you're going to see that line, and I think this makes it a little bit stronger, so let's do it that way. And I probably could be doing this all completely wrong, because I didn't go back and reference the video. I just looked at the bag and said, yeah, that's how you do it. So let's get rid of that. So hopefully I'm doing it right. Seems to be working. So if it's not right, then I'm close. Okay, that's going to go there, and that's going to go there. I think I'll do it that way, because I don't want to hide that. Okay, so let's use the art glitter glue. All right, so we're gonna ooh, be a little wavy here. Gonna do that, and then we're gonna do this side because it goes on top. All right, and I do recall this. You do both edges. You can kind of see it glue, so that on the inside of the bag, that flap isn't open at all to get stuff caught. Okay, and we'll do those are not my pinky shears. We'll do the fancy bottom, which is totally not necessary. If you don't have pinky shears, you don't have to do it at all. It just kind of gives a little bit of, think about some of those plastic bags that you get from the grocery store or something. They got that kind of rigid, fancy bottom sometimes. That's the only reason that's on there. But not necessary, just kind of add some fun. I am not really liking that glue. So, I can probably, like I said, I'll be gluing that down, so it's not as big of a deal. But I think I'll go back to that glue. All right, so, fancy scissor cutting. And the fancy scissor cutting gets rid of that fact that the top is not exactly even, and now it is. All right, so let's see if I can cut the angle on these a little bit better. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay. All right, if I want to put a thumb hole in there, we can. All right. Super cute, huh? Super cute. String hanging there. There we go. I love it. I love it. So if you got a tag you want to stick in there, that's not a tag. This is just one of these. So if you got a tag you want to stick in there, a later tag. Yeah, cute. Okay, let's make a couple more. Get rid of my little bit mess. Actually, I think I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna cut the whites off of those other sheets so you don't have to watch me do that. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. I decided to put the that down because it's a little whiter, so maybe you can see these vellum sheets a little easier than the blue mat. So we'll see. Okay, so I cut the white edges off of each of these, so we can go ahead and give it a fold. Now this is going to be a little difficult. The sunflower is probably going to end up being in about half because it's because I do want to see the music too. So, all right, let's do about there. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Okay. All right, so the bottom up about an inch. These are just so easy to make that and so versatile. When I made them originally, I did regular 8.5 by 11s, but then I also found some book pages. And as long as they fit in a journal height-wise, you pretty much can use any paper. You can do smaller ones too. I took, when I originally did it, I believe, I took the 12 by 12 big pieces of paper, cut them down to half, so it's only 6 inches tall, versus these are about 8 inches, give or take a little bit. And those worked as short little pockets, so that worked well for that. And then the 12-inch, it ends up overlapping a little extra to get it to fit into a journal. That was really the only difference when using the 12-inch paper. But the reason I chose 8.5 by 11 for this is obviously because the 8.5 11 goes to print in my printer 12 by 12 vellum. I do start with 12 by 12 vellum. That's what I had in my stash from years ago when I would scrapbook, because I used to do 12 by 12 still want this 12 by 12 scrapbooks. So I had a couple packages of 12 by 12 vellum. Ooh, that's a big glue glob. Eek. Eek. 12 by 12 vellum that I found in my craft stash. Okay, seriously. Boop. Okay, there we go. So I found 12 by 12 vellum in my craft stash. So that is what I used to cut down to 8.5 by 11. This seems a little wide. There's mine too. So I have a bunch of 3.5 inch wide vellum. I gotta figure out something to do with. Okay. All right. Okay, so it's not really overlapped a ton, so I want the sunflower on top. Yeah, I want the sunflower on top. So we're gonna glue that side down and glue that side down. Yeah, so cute. I love these. Make sure they're not stuck, which appears they're not. Yeah, we'll just do a little bit of the okay. So cute. I'm so glad I decided to do these. Seems a little bit not glued. A little bit of glue on there. I just might not have waited long enough to press her out. Yeah. Why does it seem so much taller? I guess I folded that one a little lower. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna cut that down a little farther. Probably add that to something. We'll save that. Okay. And a little bit of angle and a little bit of angle. And there we are. Super cute. Yeah, we definitely got a bit of a wave going on here, but I think that's okay. It is a little bit of texture too. Texture to the bag. I don't think I'm gonna snip it because it gets kind of rid of the flower. Cute, 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 cute. Okay. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and speed up the next two of it. Kind of see what it looks like, but then you can see how they turn out in the end. Okay, I am back. So, probably noticed I forgot to do the top part, and I ended up gluing this back together. Gluing the back together, and I was able to kind of finagle it. I'll go in the corner here to get it to work after it was glued, but that was not fun. Amazing, after you do so many in a row, I guess your mind just starts to think, oh yeah, don't even have to think about how to do this, and then you don't think, and that's what happens. But I was able to fix it, because as I was doing this, I thought, oh, this is so pretty. I was glad that I was able to fix it. So, all right, so once again, you'll have tags that you can stick in there, sort of see through, put some fun stuff on there. This one's really pretty. I really like this one. Definitely, with the letters and the flowers, so cute. And then this one, the beautiful sunflower, so fun. And then we have the pocket for this one, so cute. And the good old plain one, which no reason why you can't have just plain ones too, because wouldn't it be fun to have some decoration to go in there to do that. Okay, well, those are definitely fun to do. So I'm just gonna get these out of the way. I probably more than likely am going to end up finding some journal cards to do this, to put that in my bee journal, maybe that one, probably that one, so the 3 tags. So I can figure out some way to do journal cards for those. Those are about, this fit in there, and this was 5.5. How did that work? 2, 3, 4, 5. 4.5. Boy, math is tough sometimes. So 4.5 wide journal cards, maybe 4-inch wide journal cards. Do a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. Cut those down to 4 by 6. Yeah, 4 by 6 cards, and make a bunch of those. That'd be a nice project to do when I make my tags. Yeah, I'll probably add that to that. So 4 by 6 journal cards. I definitely can do something with that. Okay, well, that is going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed those pockets made out of vellum. Very, very handy to have in the stash. If you have any questions, please leave your questions below. I'd be happy to answer them. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so you can see other projects I'm working on, as well as get informed when the videos pop up. If you like the video, a thumbs up would be great. As usual, I appreciate everyone that stops by, and have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.